We're pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the New England Patriots. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. He'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. Big play there on the first play of the game. And even 50 yards.
25-yard line.
Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Incomplete in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Murray again, 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. From the gun, Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Throwing again, Murray. 4th down now. San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
It's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. CD, that call, it took some guts. It's not like they were at the 1-yard line. They had some distance to go.
They certainly did, and, you know, a lot of people might say that's fly by the seat of your pants type of coaching, but it's also sending a message out there. We're going to be unpredictable. You can't prepare for anything with us. You never know which way we're going to go. We zig, you zag.
And now some serious opening drive momentum.
At their own 25-yard line.
yards to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd and 9 now. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Maybe he hits him in stride. Yeah, he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, #1, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball, a little dangerous, could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Murray. He's going to look deep for more. This is caught inside the 15. And down to 11. What a big play there on 3rd down for the Pats. 49 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray to air it out again. Flush to his right. That's complete. Right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Patriots 7, 49ers nothing.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. It'll be Murray on the keeper. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Kyler Murray keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
Tackled at the
Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 8. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. After the turnover, here's Murray. Complete the tight end, Kelsey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Murray. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. From the gun, Murray. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Step, and he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Kyler Murray, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Patriots 21, 49ers.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in an early hole. First drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
First down.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First down, San Francisco.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Point after up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
35-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 23-yard line.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun on third down, Murray. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. A good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
10 at their own 29-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. The try for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Murray now on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. The try! And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That goes for a gain of 31.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going for it. It's Murray. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Jayon Brown. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 13-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
San Francisco.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. He'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Here we go.
Picked up by Jair Alexander. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat-trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Kyler Murray scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. He knocks bats it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Patriots 28, 49ers 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time.
6 yards.
See if they can avoid doing it here.
The 49er first down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Dancing to his left. Incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they finally put it into this return. But now the ball is all the way down to the 37. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys to scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
8 yards.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Operating from the gun, Murray. And he's going to find his way out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Murray now on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray, he'll run it. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom, he took advantage of it. From the gun, Murray. This is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Patriots 35, 49ers 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter This would be their third straight defeat. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. First down, Murray. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before it's brought down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
17-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
That's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. DJ Moore there to make the grab. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leader...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot. They picked it off the pass.
He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and now it's 2nd down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, Murray finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And the Patriots are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
From the 2 now, second and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 15 yards on the play, first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And now here is another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down the 47-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laugh. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 27 yards there, a first down.
2-yard line.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Murray looks to throw again, second and 10. He's caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 18 yards that time to push him up, first and goal. Now Murray again. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by one more.
49ers 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And it's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's third down.
And 10 yards to go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.